What up, viewers? Today we'll be coloring with the magical Crayola crayons, neon crayons, and twistable crayons. We love crayons, we love Crayola, and by God, if we ain't going to make you a crayon video today, we're gonna make one tomorrow, and you're gonna like it. You're gonna see all the colors of the rainbow today, in this magical coloring video of stuff. So stay tuned and watch as the crayon magic reveals itself unto the board of destiny. So, as I was saying, I have crayons. And I went and bought a bunch of different crayons at the dollar store. Because I kind of thought, it'd be pretty cool if I didn't have to pay so much for crayons. And, so, went to the dollar store, went to the Dollar Tree, went everywhere. And I really wanted Crayola. I really wanted to get the Crayola crayons because they seem like, to me, that's what I grew up with. I grew up with Crayola. I grew up using these crayons, So, I mean, it just seemed really cool, to do. I wanted to get Crayola, so that's what I got. And I only spent $3 on all three of these, which is a really good deal because I got the 24 pack, the original regular 24 pack of crayons. I got the 8 pack of neon crayons. There you can see the neon. And I'm probably going to be using those a lot in this tutorial. And I've got twistable, fancy crayons. The twistable, fancy crayons look super, super legit. They look super, super cool. I thought, you couldn't get much better than that. They got like a really cool. We'll go ahead and open them up. Show you guys what these little crayons look like. Here are the twistable crayons. Let's check these out real quick. So the twistable crayons have this really, really cool, according to the package label on the back. Here you can see that they've got the twistable piece in the back, and it makes the crayon come out even further. So that's really, really neat that they got that going on there. These, Crayola seems to be like a really, really high quality product. And for the project that I'm going to be doing, which is, for the project that I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be having, this poster board that's right here in behind you guys. We're going to be doing a demonstration coloring the video background prop for my new video, my new YouTube show. Okie dokie. So we have all of our art supplies in stock, ready to perform our art. Coloring is magic, and magic is coloring. So we're going to be coloring the backdrop for the show that I'm going to be doing. Pretty stoked to get this done. Missing a crayon over here. But yeah. So let's color this crap. I'm ready to color this thing. I've had this done for like 2 days now. Been dying to make a video about coloring it. So let's color. And let's use some techniques and tips with the tips of our fingers. So, up here on the name, I'm going to be using what is called a blue-green for the edging. And I went over everything with a marker. That way it was easier to color inside the lines. You really want to try to keep everything as directed inside the lines. And crayon is hard to go over with a marker. So, you know, that's something I really wanted to take in advance. I mean, this is going to look cool even without the technique, but I feel like it's really, really important because everybody's talking about, here lately, everybody's been talking about crayon techniques and all this stuff, and I'm like, you know, there are some crayon techniques out there, but you don't have to have any kind of instrument for your crayon techniques to work. It can all be free. Now, it's really, I mean, and it's going to be really hard on this because I'm coloring on cardboard. This is a poster board. So it's going to have a lot of these little indented marks that are defined out of the lettering. So hopefully we don't have too much of a problem with that getting in there. Hope you all like my macaroni and cheese. And I'm going to be using the neon crayons. These guys right here. I think they're really, really cool. This thing is called Laser Lemon. Laser Lemon. If you can see that there, focus in on that. Laser Lemon. I think that's really, really cool. So we're going to use the Laser Lemon, and we're also going to use this yellow-green here. Hopefully we get a good result. We're going to try to like fade it a little bit and use those two colors to fade the lettering. Going from a dark to a light color. And or a light, actually probably from a light to a dark color, because a lot of this here is going to be yellow. So we shall see how that will turn out. So got me my broken freaking crayon here. Oh wow, that's a lot more yellow than I expected. So got a lot done here. I'm going to be using a violet red for the back here. On these little oh my god, I can't even direct it. Get over here by Ren real quick. Trying to get that in there. Oh, it's really hard. Oh, there. Oh, there it is. Hey, over here. We're at the arcade game booth. So here's the arcades. And for the buttons, I have been using this amazing velvety red color. Oh, I can't get it to focus on the color. There it is. So let's use that. I'm gonna go in here and... Are you serious? What the crap? So I'm still doing a little bit of coloring. It's taking a lot longer than I expected, especially whenever every freaking crayon breaks. So, anyways, so we've got a lot of colorful, really, you know, crazy cool stuff going on here, but you see a lot of like, you can see the lines on the cardboard, which I know is an eyesore. It's an eyesore to me. we're going to fix all of that here in just a little bit with this technique I was telling you about. You don't have to use a scraper. A scraper on paper is like chalk on a chalkboard, nails on a chalkboard, or whatever. It's, to me, I can't stand it. But I don't mind doing that. That's all you need. You need this and this. Like, that's what you need. Smooth it out. And I've already done a little bit of smoothing some of the edging over here, some of the little peak thing that I've got going on here, going up towards the laboratory. But I'm going to show you all these different techniques now. Get skipped into the technique of crayon art. So one thing that's for sure is that when you're doing this, get a little bit of a close-up here, up there, where I'm going to be doing this at. So we're going to focus on that little Toy Labs part. As you can see, all these little scuffs and scratches. See all these little scuffs and scratches? We're going to try to take care of those right now. It's hard to not apply a little bit harder, a little bit not harder. I had to mix the colors. I mixed the colors up a lot right here, so it wouldn't look like a fake floor. But you can see, you can just take your finger and smooth that out. Smooth all of that out. That's one trick. That is one method to use. Gives it more of a glow, more of a easier effect on everything. All your little crayon marks go away, and once it's all finished, it'll look 10 times better. It'll look more realistic, less crayon-y, which I kind of like the crayon-y feel. I really feel like I'm going for, nostalgic kid feel. Like, man, I miss this time. I miss this type of stuff. I miss my childhood, and can't wait to see all these old school toys rolling through here. That's kind of what I'm going for, anyways. So, Anyways, so let's get back to shading a little bit. So I'm going to focus up on here. So another thing you might want to consider using is this little guy. This is one of my bestest friends whenever it comes to smoothing out colors and such. This is one thing that will really top some stuff off. And like I said, this is something you've got at your house. Like you can actually go to the kitchen, get some tissue paper, or go to the bathroom, get some tissue paper, and use this for your artwork. This will work on crayons, this works on coloring pencils, or anything. So, let's see how it's smoothing that background out. Oh my God. I'm just going to run it over all of it. Trying to get this done, And the harder you apply it, the more it starts to finish that up. And if need be, if you have to, go back over it, Go back over it again with another crayon and redo the process. You know, and you'll see a lot of that wax came off up here on this paper. It's whatever method you want to use. So these are a lot of tips you can use, you know. These are a lot of tips you can use going in and just attacking, you know, an art project that you want to do. I'm going to do a little bit more fading, and we'll see where that goes. So I'm feeling as though okay, so I feel as though that your fingers are the ultimate tool, because I feel like you have oil, you have natural oils on your skin, and from what I've been looking at here, you know, this was really still saturated after using the paper towels. And I went in and did that partially with paper towels. And then while I was off here, I went there and went with my finger across there, and it completely edged out everything, in my opinion. You know, you can go back, like I said before, you can go back and fill in color spots, you know, like this right here, make it a little bit darker if you want, if that's what you wish to do. That's what I'm going to do a little bit of. I'm going to make it a little bit darker around the edges there. I want it to be super realistic, like it's casting a shadow, you know. And go back in there, smooth that crap out. And I mean, that looks smooth, in my opinion. That looks amazing. You still got some of this right here. See that right there? Let's go in. Fill it up. Fill it up. Go back over with your finger. Smooth it in there really, really good. And there you have it. I mean, I think that looks pretty swell, considering. I'm going to try to get this back up here. I'll use my middle finger, switch up fingers a little bit. Hopefully it's not causing too much shake, because I'm applying a lot of pressure. And that's one thing about this, is that you'll apply a lot of pressure with your finger, and it will make your fingers feel like they're going to catch on fire. It literally, it burns. But I think it's better than the scraper. I've used, I just can't stand the sound of it. I can't even stand the sound of the scraper. I'm going to go over here now, and I'm going to blend this floor real time and show you guys. So I'm going to blend this floor a little bit right here and show you guys how awesome it looks after the blending process with your fingers. And this guy. So let's do this one first. We're going to do half and half. I'll do this side. I'm applying the same amount of pressure. Okay. There's that. Now, the finger. I feel like my finger is covering a wider spread of area here. And I mean, this is kindergarten knowledge. This is like preschool knowledge. Like, look how much more smooth that is. And I applied so much pressure with the napkin. It's ridiculous. Now, I can use my scraper here. Got a little wren. I can use plastic or the end of the eraser, and I'm gonna try it out and see what happens. I'm gonna do the back of the wall here. It almost has the same effect without using your fingers. But look at that. I'm scraping away at the color. And I mean, there's not much color on there. I mean, I didn't put much pigment on there. But I'm pretty sure, like that, it's, you know, it's leaving some stuff behind. And I'm going to go over it with my finger and show you guys also what would end up happening if I just would have used my finger to begin with. And I'm not even gonna put any more color on it. So, look how well that blends the freaking colors. It blends the colors so well. I mean, it looks like I did this with a marker or something. Look at that. Look at that wall. And I didn't even use, I just used the metal part of the eraser as a scraper. Scrapers suck. And they cost money. There's people that use, you know, it's just, and it's a preference. A lot of it's preference. You can use anything as a scraper, you know, like I can use these twistables as a scraper. I can use Rand's butt as a scraper. Or I can use my finger. I mean, this is, to me, that's the best bang for your buck right there. And the colors of everything else start to pop. And one thing about it is, if you're doing a different color, you want to use a different finger. Like, I want to do this arcade up here. I want to smooth it out. You want to use a different finger because you don't want to get that color all mixed in there. And I think, there you go. I mean, that thing, I mean, it looks, I love that corner. I'm absolutely in love with the corner. And the way this is turning out. So, you know, I'm going to smooth out some of this. So, it's looking like overall, the finger is where it's at. I mean, it's like magic. Your finger, your God-given gift, right there at your fingertips. God gave you hands. Whether you believe in God or not, it's whatever. But you got hands, use them. It didn't cost any money. It makes things look awesome. You use your natural oils. You put your literal sweat and skin into your masterpiece here. I mean, it's self-explanatory. I mean, look at this. I hope I'm not getting too much shake here, but I mean, this is freaking awesome. It looks amazing, especially the black. The black is what I'm most excited and happy with. Like, that back wall is so neat. It's neater than I expected it to turn out, to be honest. Paper towel sucks. Wren sucks. This pencil sucks. So I'm going to go ahead and finish out doing some of the other stuff that I need to get done here. Like the tanks. And just stay with me. And we'll smooth all this stuff out. So thank you all for watching, and hope you all subscribe. And I'll have more DIYs and how-tos and different things like that to come. I'll have a lot more stuff going on, so just like and subscribe, and stay in tuned, because Toy Labs is going to have its first episode here on my YouTube channel very soon, and it's going to be the bee's knees. Thank you. Have an awesome day, and hopefully you all will be with me whenever Toy Labs comes out, and be reviewing some awesome freaking toys. So, thanks.